decade. 10 years of the Short Run Comix and Arts Festival in Seattle. A festival so impressive, they made a book about it. And hello everyone, it's Tom, it's FANzine Live. We are taking a look at a new release, new-ish release, and this is called Decade. It is the 10 years of the Short Run Comix and Arts Festival, which is held every year in Seattle, Washington. And I picked this up kind of on a whim. Short Run has been of interest to me because Steve Willis is he's from the Seattle area. He's from Washington, and he and I have had conversations about it. But anyway, so I was pouring through their website, and they had a shop, and okay, let's take a look, see what they got. Well, they had a few posters, but they also had this book, Decade. And what it comes off as is a zine, a paperback, thick magazine. Could be a softcover book if you want to call it that, almost like a graphic novel. It's got a cardstock cover, glossy throughout, a lot of photos, very nice. And this publication celebrates the 10 years of Short Run. And as you can see, they have some funding from some pretty impressive people, including the National Endowment for the Arts, Arts Washington, and the like. Looks like a couple local foundations, I would guess. So you mix in some neat artwork that probably came from throughout the years of the festival. Throwing in a little bit of backstory. Some of the old posters. Love these. Yeah, but they started out in 2011. So what I gather is Kelly Froh, the executive director, probably was sitting around during the outbreak of COVID trying to figure out what she was going to do with herself. And she decided that she would catalog the Short Run experience in a zine. So it's neat. You get the combination of the artwork, you get, the posters and that type of stuff. Very Pacific Northwest here. I love the red eyes off in the forest. Some really cool stuff. Then they talk about, every year they talk about how they grew a little and how they had different things happen and different people came in to do, different shows, donuts and coffee and looks like brownies and stuff. Very cool. Really neat vibe at Short Run. This time they moved to historic Washington Hall, which apparently looked like that. Nice big space. They had a comics prom, the after party. Cute. Beach party in 2014. You can see it's really neat. Always have a photo booth. There's less and less of the process stuff. Oh my, the wildfire years. There's less and less of the process stuff as this goes on, but there is still a little bit. You also get some, in this case, you get some first-person testimonials, which is neat. Short Run. Get up, look sickening, and make them eat it. Oh my, okay. Definitely a fun zine vibe. And then, of course, 2020 got canceled. Thanks, COVID. So then this is the question of how do they handle missing out? What did they do in the absence of the festival? And they come up with a couple things. But they did have a thing here about, in the back, about some of the stuff they do. Fanagraphics, of course, being out in Seattle, did some stuff at their gallery, showing off some of the short run artists. Kind of cool. But I just love this collection of artwork. And they also have some of the other things that Short Run has done. They do this thing called Trailer Blaze, where basically kind of a retreat for zine artists and creators. And then they've got some grants that they work through, and their micro press, summer school. It's kind of neat. Events in and around Seattle. And this is a very legit operation. Murals, studio visits, pool party. Why not? What a community they've got out there. Wow. Very, very cool. So yeah, very neat. Short Run, Decade. I'll put information on it in the show notes. Have you guys been to Short Run? You ever have any shows that you would love to see cataloged like this? Why don't you leave a comment on that? Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel, of course, and don't forget to tell your friends, because the more people who get involved with FANzine Live, the more fun we all have. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is FANzine Live New Releases, Decade, 10 years of the Short Run Comics and Arts Festival. This is Tom. I will catch you next time.